Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build and to another installment of the Squish. Today I'm back with a special tiny home. This is actually a spring themed tiny home because this is part of a giant collaboration of 50 some simmers that are building things to celebrate the beginning of spring. So I will have a link down below to a Google Doc that shows you everyone participating, links to their channels. Please go check out their content. I know that's what I'm going to be doing today. It'll be a great distraction from everything else going on right now. So please check those out. This was organized by Sadie Sam, and I was invited by Kate Emerald, so special shout out to those two. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what everyone else has come up with. This was planned a long time ago, so it's been a long time coming, and I think it's a nice time for this. Let's just look at some pretty, flowery, happy springtime builds and pretend that's what the world is like right now. So hopefully you guys are on board for that. But this is a really small tiny home. It is technically a tiny home, not a micro home, but it's pretty micro. I have some outdoor space that counts as indoor space. I feel like if I didn't have the deck outside, it would probably be a micro house or a micro home. So, you know, what can you do? I really like how this one came out. It's very, very squishy inside. The biggest part is the kitchen. There's no inside living space at all. You'll see that when we get in there. But I really like when I build things that are this small and squished together because it's such a challenge, and I did play test it and everything works. I was so happy about that. And this will be available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. That's also down below if it's easier for you to grab it from the description. There'll be a direct download link to the gallery website. And if you want to check out everybody's builds in this collab, we've all uploaded them to the gallery using the hashtag SpringCollab. So I can't wait to go through that hashtag. That's going to be what I do later today. Of course, I have to work as well. Luckily, I am officially working from home now during this. I know that's not an option for everybody, but if you have the option to stay home, that's awesome. And yeah, we're going to change the topic. Happy fun times. That's what we're here for. We're here for a distraction. How is everybody enjoying Animal Crossing? Anyone that has picked it up so far? I am very highly considering getting the digital version later today or early tomorrow because my Amazon order got delayed and I don't want to wait until next week if I'm going to get it. So I'm either going to have to brave the crowds outside right now, or I'm gonna get the digital version. I haven't really decided which one yet, but I am still pretty much considering buying it, and if I get it, I might stream it this weekend, so be on the lookout for that over on Twitch. But the outside of this house is coming together. I think it looks so cute. I really like the colors. I didn't make the outside paneling like really spring colors. I guess they're happy, bright orange and white. But I did try like pink and blue and all the pastel-y colors that I think of when I think of spring, and I didn't like how it looked. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to go with these bright, happy colors, and we'll do lots of greenery and flowers that shout spring. So that's what I ended up doing. Hopefully you guys do like how that came out. And yeah, I'm just going to be continuing landscaping for a while. That's most of what this build is because you can see how small the actual structure is. So pretty much most of this entire video is going to be landscaping. So if you guys like that, you are in luck. In a moment here, we're going to be switching which lot this build is on. Currently, it's on a 20 by 15 in Willow Creek, and you could definitely put it here. I think it works great. And I do keep it on a 20 by 15, but I do move it over to Newcrest because I just didn't like the background of this build. It didn't scream happy springtime to me. I don't know, this neighborhood of Willow Creek is really cute. It just didn't fit for what I was thinking of, so we're going to be moving that shortly, but we're working on some more landscaping, and I did add those toddler lights all around the porch in that blue swatch. I thought those were so cute. I almost always use those in yellow, and I use them in builds a lot, but I think they fit really well here in that blue swatch. And then we're adding a 3x1 bathroom out the back. This is one of the tiny houses that I've built that just has a toilet and a shower in the bathroom. You could totally fit all three if you wanted to using move objects, but I figured why try and squeeze a sink in there and make it look not as good when you walk right out the door and there's a sink right there in the kitchen. I know probably not the cleanest thing in real life, but it is kind of realistic because I know some tiny homes actually do that. And so I decided to do that in this build as well. But you can see me doing more landscaping. We're in the Show Live Edit Objects sheet right now, grabbing some planter boxes, a bunch of flowers. I grabbed these really pretty flowers that are from Island Living and put those around the columns on that little front porch area. And now we're using this little awning from Island Living and making a pink picnic spot. I mean, when I think of springtime, I think of picnics at the park. So this is a picnic in front of your tiny house. I think that sounds very nice right now and potentially a safe activity to do right now. I feel like I would like to go to like a abandoned park and have a little picnic. I don't know. I need to find places to bring my dog. He is so stir crazy right now. We've been trying our best to get him out and running about and playing plenty. But anyway, I really like this picnic area I made and these planter boxes that have the painting on the side of them. Lots of flowers. I imagine the Sim living here is really into gardening. Like springtime is their jam. They just want to be outside and like hanging out in the sun, barbecuing, picnicking, planting things. The reason they have a tiny house is they don't spend much time inside. It's all about outdoor living. And so that's what I was going for with this build. That's what I do with a lot of tiny houses though, because they are so small, but I really like how cozy that is too. Not everybody that has a tiny house is just always outside. I just think it's like such a cozy, nice, small space that you can feel comfortable. I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. Some people could find it really claustrophobic. I'm not really sure how I would feel about a tiny house in real life because I couldn't live in one, but I would love to like vacation in a tiny home at some point and just experience that. It sounds so fun. So maybe I'll look into that sometime eventually when I'm allowed to go outside again. I think that will be really cool to check out. But we are into the kitchen area now. This kitchen is pretty spacious, and you saw me fiddling with the orientation of it for a while because there's a lot I wanted to fit in here. I wanted to make sure we had a counter to chop on, which is the corner counter. I wanted a fridge, a microwave, a sink, and a stove, as well as a spot in here to have a computer, which I thought was great. We have the little island counter next to the stove, and we end up putting a laptop on it a little bit later. It's also a place you could eat, so it serves a couple different purposes, but of course you can always go outside with your food and sit at the picnic table that we put outside and dine outside as well, because you're probably spending most of your time out there anyway. But in case you wanted a place to dine inside, it's right next to the stove. Just make sure you turn that off when you are done with it. I think in like small closed areas like this, it'd be easier not to forget you have something cooking or turned on if you walk away for a second, because you can see it, you can smell it, you can hear it from anywhere you are in the house. So yeah, I don't know if in real life this is the best orientation for this kitchen, but I liked how it looked in the game. And we're just adding more clutter to the shelves over there. We added a cookie jar, and then I decided I wanted to make the flooring look a little bit more interesting. So I decided to rotate the tiles so that each one is going in a different direction. And then we're just adding a rug over here to separate out the bedroom area. And we'll be adding a divider later. I don't think it's on camera, but those dividers that we got from Get Famous, they're kind of retro looking. I put one of those at the head of the bed to separate the living space from the kitchen space. So you'll probably see that in screenshots, but I don't think it's in the video. And on to the entertaining area. We just have a small shelf on the wall over here. You can sit on the bed and watch television. I also put one of the little bookcase objects that we got with Tiny Living over here, and a lamp we'll be grabbing also from Tiny Living. I used quite a bit of that pack in general, but I used a bunch of it in this corner of this build. You'll see me grabbing some more stuff here in a second. But I love that pack. I know there is a lot of criticism on it about it not providing nearly as many space-saving objects as it could have, and I totally agree. But the things we got, I really, really love. Like, I love this pack so much. It's probably one of my favorite stuff packs. I still can't decide right now if Laundry Day or Tiny Living are my favorite stuff packs, because I love them both so much for very different reasons. And I would still love some more space-saving items in the game. There's so many things that they could have done if they made it a game pack instead of a stuff pack, but I love Tiny Living so much. So yeah, there's a lot of it in here, but Everything in here is fully functional. You can sit on the bed and watch TV. Like I had mentioned, you can be on your computer at that little desk. You can cook, you can clean, you can shower, and do everything you need to on this lot. And sometimes that can be an issue with tiny houses, so I made sure to playtest it all quite a bit, and I was able to successfully do everything. I think the trash can inside might not be usable. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but you can go to the one outside regardless, which neither of those are placed down yet because I realized as I was saving the slot that they weren't there, but you'll see them. The color will change and I'll be putting those things in. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out everybody's videos in this collab. The links are down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.